This is the COSTWAY 24000 BTU mini split air conditioner and heater, a wall-mounted ductless AC unit that promises to cool or heat up rooms as large as 1,500 square feet. When I took it out of the box, I immediately noticed how solid and modern it looked. The indoor section is this long, slim white unit with rounded edges, not bulky or old-fashioned at all. It felt sturdy but not something that would be hard to blend in just about any room. The controls are digital, and there's a remote you get that basically lets you control every setting from your armchair or bed. If you ask me, it feels a lot less intimidating than some of the older SEs I've tried before. From my experience, mini split systems are a step up from the regular window S. They don't need any ductwork, which is great if you live in an older house or apartment where running ducts is just not realistic. For this unit, you'll find a slim indoor section that you mount up high on the wall, and then a more substantial outdoor unit, which is where most of the cooling and heating power happens. The kit includes just about everything you need: connection pipes, power line, communication wires, a drain hose, remote, and even tape and putty for installation. It comes pre-charged with R32 refrigerant, which, if you're new to this stuff, is better for the environment than some of those old AC chemicals. Now, I'll be honest, when the box first arrived, I was pretty hesitant. I've put in window units by myself before, but this looked on another level. The size and weight of the outdoor unit kind of made me wonder if I could handle this install on my own. I did end up mounting the indoor part by myself, but for the outdoor install and the final connections, I got my friend who's an HVAC guy to help. COSTWAY does recommend this part too, because you need the right tools for evacuation and leak testing, which most regular folks don't keep in the garage. That said, the step-by-step guide included is more straightforward than I expected, and most of it really just comes down to securely hanging the indoor unit, running the pipes neatly, and getting your electrical sorted out safely. The 208-volt power plug is important here. You won't be able to run this off a standard 110-volt outlet. About my quick review of how it's worked for me. I have it set up in a pretty large living space, high ceilings, open into the dining and kitchen area, so basically the toughest environment an AC like this could face. As soon as I fired it up, the space cooled off way quicker than my two smaller window units used to manage together. There's a turbo function, which blasts cold air quickly, but most days I just use the regular cool mode or let it run in auto. The heating side of things is great too. I know a lot of split units advertise heat pump, but actually using it in the chill of the early morning, I was surprised. My room warmed up fast, quietly, and the temperature stayed even. The sleep mode is a favorite of mine. It gets quieter and dims the display, so it's not lighting up my bedroom at night. On regular operation, the indoor noise level is about 50 dB, which is kind of like the sound of soft rain or a computer fan on low. You won't really notice it unless you're right up next to the unit. Some cool features that stand out, in my opinion, are the dehumidifier and the self-clean function. Where I live, humidity gets pretty high, and the dry mode isn't just marketing speak. It actually dries the air without freezing you out. The self-clean runs at a very high temperature, which keeps the inside clear from dust and moisture, and that's a lifesaver for anyone worried about mold building up. The remote control is a simple little device, but lets you adjust temperature, fan speed, mode, and set a timer from anywhere in the room. I like that it's intuitive, so even my parents didn't have to fiddle with the manual to start using it. iFEEL and eco modes deserve a mention. iFEEL has a sensor, so the system tries to match the temperature where the remote is, which is smart for big rooms, and eco mode basically cuts down power usage. I haven't actually seen a huge spike in my utility bill since switching over from my old ACS. If anything, I think I'm saving these days. Alright, so what are the things I actually like best about the COSTWAY 24000 BTU mini split? For me, the biggest win is its power, especially for bigger spaces. A lot of units claim to cool or heat large rooms, but this actually lives up to that. I also appreciate how quiet it is during normal operation, and how the modes are designed for real use, not just for show, like the dehumidifier that I mentioned. The overall look is a plus. It's not an eyesore on my wall, and the indoor part has a low enough profile that it doesn't mess with my room style. One more thing I was worried about was the energy usage, but thanks to the inverter technology, it's a lot more efficient than older models. Inverter basically means the compressor doesn't just kick on and off. It changes speed to keep your temperature just right, so there's less wasted energy, fewer spikes on my bill, and longer life for the machine itself. But now for a few things I don't love. The installation isn't 100% do-it-yourself. If you already have some HVAC knowledge and the right tools, you might be fine. But for regular homeowners like me, you'll probably need to at least call in a professional or a friend with experience for the final steps. That's mainly for vacuuming the lines and leak testing. If you mess up here, you could lose all your refrigerant or, worse, break the system. COSTWAY says it's pre-charged, but you still need to hook it up right. The size and weight of the outdoor unit was a bit of a challenge for me. Make sure your placement is well thought out, so the unit can drain properly and doesn't tip or vibrate. I ended up putting a small pad underneath as an extra precaution. I also wish there was a slightly longer connection line out of the box. The included lines are fine for most situations, but for very long runs or tricky layouts, you'll need additional piping. On customer service, I had a bit of a wait when I called for a warranty question, but they came through and the unit has a solid warranty, 5 years on parts, 8 on the compressor, which is reassuring, especially for a big purchase like this. In conclusion, the COSTWAY 24000 BTU mini split air conditioner and heater is a solid, energy-efficient choice if you want both powerful cooling and heating for a bigger space without giving up on energy savings or dealing with a lot of noise. From my experience, it's perfect for anyone living in places with hot summers and chilly winters, or if you're just tired of running multiple window units. I'd recommend this for folks who want to save some space, lower their energy bills, and enjoy quiet, steady comfort year-round. Just be prepared for a bit of a learning curve with installation, or plan to get some professional help for that part. If you've been on the fence about upgrading to a mini split, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by how much better your space feels with this COSTWAY model. Let me know if you've tried it, have any questions, or want to share your own experience. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. Thank you for watching.